Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. Phoenix Suns beat the Sixers 116 to 110. Philadelphia go to 23 and 19 and 11 and 12 at home. Suns go to 27 and 17, 10 games above 500 now, but they went 13 and 12 on the road after they won this game. That's their record on the road. Phoenix won the first quarter 30 to 27. They lost the second quarter 30 to 23. They also lost the third quarter. The Sixers did 40 to 31, but they won the fourth quarter 26 to 19. But it didn't really matter much because the Suns was ahead throughout that whole fourth quarter and was able to close them out, especially with that third quarter and that second quarter giving them so much space to be able to do it. Royce O'Neal, 24 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 7 from the field. It was all 3 attempts for him, and he basically did good enough in this one. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover. He had 1 personal foul and finished as a -5 and plus minus. Dylan Brooks, he took some good shots. He took a good amount of shots also. 13 to be exact. He was 2 of 3, 2 of 13 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 6 points in 30 minutes. He also had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal in the block, 1 personal foul, and a -7 and plus minus. You would think if he shot the ball that poorly, they probably would definitely lose this game. But honestly, it wasn't the case because their bench, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, really stepped up offensively for the Suns tonight. Mark Williams, 18 minutes. He only had 4 points. He had a nice little tip in that gave him another offensive rebound. He had 6 offensive rebounds out of the 9 rebounds total that he had. But he went 2 or 3 from the field and had 5 turnovers also. And that was his night because he had 3 personal fouls, was a -3 and plus minus. He didn't score the ball that much. He didn't take that many shots. He turned the ball over too much. He didn't have a dominant rebound game either, but he was serviceable, so you can't be too mad at it. And then Devin Booker, 34 minutes, 27 points. He took the most shots on the team, which ended up being 23. He went 9 of 23 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3 and 7 of 7 from the free throw line, which ended up having him at a good game because he also had 6 turnovers, which is too many. He also only had 4 assists. He also only had 3 boards. Everybody in the starting lineup got a rebound or more, and so did the bench. But Devin Booker also had a steal and 4 personal fouls and 2 offensive rebounds and -10 and plus minus. He takes a lot of hard and difficult shots. A lot of them, as long as you take his space up and you make him shoot over you, you're happy with the result. Obviously, he's hard to stay in front of. He's very smart in how he likes to attack and how he likes to dribble the basketball. It messes you up a little bit. He's at the free throw line. You get too close on him, he also can use that to bait into fouls too. He understands how to play the game at the NBA level, and that's why he's been one of the better players this season and throughout his career. Colin Gillespie, 28 minutes, 12 points, 3 of 6 from the field. He ended up shooting really decent there, but he also went 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 turnovers. So he ended up having a good game, and he's out there to shoot and score, and he did that really good in this one. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a +7 and plus minus. Iguodaro, he played 29 minutes, has a nice finishes around the rim in this game. He went 5 of 7 from the field and also 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He also had too many turnovers also because he finished with 4. Thinking too much, not going up too much, trying to make too many things happen can cause a little bit of confusion, and that's all the defense need to be able to get a turnover from you. He also had a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +10 and plus minus. Ryan Dunn, 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. 1 rebound, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, which was his only one. And he also had 3 personal fouls. It was a +8 and plus minus. Grayson Allen ended up playing 29 minutes. He finished with 16 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Just good scoring from him. And it was mainly from 3, which worked out because he shot a decent enough percentage doing so. He also had 5 rebounds and 6 assists, no turnovers in the steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a plus 11 in plus minus. Jordan Goodwin, 20 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's out there to get buckets. He did that easily tonight, whether it was getting his own or finding ways to play off his teammates. It worked regardless. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists with no turnovers. He also was able to get some things to happen defensively with his 2 steals. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a plus 9 and plus minus. And then Jalen Green, the return of him, he played 20 minutes and got in double figures with 12 points. He had shot 4 of 11 from the field and 2 of 4 from 3. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers. He also had 1 personal foul and was a plus 10 in plus minus. You look at the Philadelphia 76ers, they played a game where you just needed more out of them, and you thought that they had a good chance of winning this one. At the end of the day, when you look at the score, they did. But, no Embiid in this one, no Paul George in this one. They just have too many guys that's not playing enough for this team to really figure out what they are and what they're going to be, because these guys change how things are played rotation-wise. How they play their games is totally different when they're on and off the court. And since they're in and out of the lineup, they look like this sometimes, where it looks like, is they even a great team? Is they even a good team? We just don't know, because they best players just don't stay in the lineup enough, besides BJ and Maxey. Everybody else is just interchangeable, and they have been, but it's just a culture shock sometimes. What are we? What are we trying to be? What are we trying to achieve with this roster? And I know that you can't help if somebody injured. I know you can't help if you have to manage it, but that's why this team is going to be one that's going to be first round or second round exit, because we just don't know how their lineups is going to look. We just don't know how they're going to play, because you don't know who's going to be in the lineup or out of the lineup, and it happens every single day of the week, it seemed like. But other than that, Dominic Barlow, 28 minutes, 8 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field. He missed all his threes. 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 in plus minus. He had a good two-way type of game and got easy looks all game. And that's a game that you want to have if you're a role player. Andre Drummond, 23 minutes. He had 8 points also. He had to go 4 of 10 from the field. He missed all his threes, which was actually 0 of 2 from 3, just like Barlow. The difference was he didn't make any or take any free throws, but he did have 15 rebounds. He's capable of having those type of nights. He also had 1 assist and 2 turnovers and a block, 6 offensive rebounds out of the 15 total. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a -2 in plus minus. Kelly Oubre Jr., 34 minutes, 21 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He has really been mixing it up, whether it's driving or shooting, but tonight he was shooting a whole lot of threes. He made half of them, so you ain't going to be mad about it, but he also missed a lot of shots that wasn't threes in this one too. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers with 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal foul, was a plus 13 in plus minus. Tyrese Maxey, he didn't shoot the ball well, and if he doesn't do that, especially without the other guys that I mentioned playing, they're going to have a good chance of losing that game. He played 43 minutes, which was the most. He only had 20 points, but he went 7 of 25 from the field. That was a hard 20 for him to get, and he still went out there and did the best he could. It just wasn't enough in this one. 2 of 8 from 3, 4 or 5 from the field. He also had 2 rebounds and 7 assists. You know he's good at using that speed and quickness to get baskets for himself or others. He also had 2 turnovers, 3 steals, and a block, 3 personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. BJ Edgecombe was the guy that they really needed in this one, unless they would have got blown out even more. He played 37 minutes and had 25 points. He went 10 of 21 from the field to get it. 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Did a good job of attacking the basket and getting good looks that way, and even getting to the free throw line. And then his handle allowed him to beat guys off the dribble to get the shots that he felt like he can create for himself. Since he was actually able to do it at a decent enough level, you got to be happy with him. He's really playing more like a veteran than a rookie this season. mainly because he plays on both ends of the basketball and he make winning plays. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, a block, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +5. And plus minus Trendon Watford, 6 minutes. He missed his only shot, and he took no free throws, so he went scoreless. He still got an assist and a turnover and a personal foul, finished as a -10. And plus minus Jabari Walker, 6 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a three. He had a rebound, a turnover, no turnovers, and his rebound was offensive. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a -3 and plus minus. And then Justin Edwards, 12 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a block. He also had 1 personal foul and finished as a -17 and plus minus. He was efficient. He had good looks all game, and it was just good that he was able to hit them. And then Bona had a double-double. The only guy off the bench to do that. He had 11 points. He went 4 of 5 from the field. Of course, he finished at the rim. And then he also got some contact and went 3 of 4 from the free throw line in 26 minutes. 10 boards, 4 turnovers, though. And he also did have 2 blocks. He's capable of doing that every game. And he's showing that he wants to. And that's why he keeps getting blocks every game that I have been seeing throughout this season, really. 5 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Quentin Grimes, 27 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He also took the most shots, which was 7. He had 12 points, and he finished with the most points off the bench. 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. A lot of it had to do with him driving to the basket over and over again, and was able to get to the free throw line because of that. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals. The 5 assists was the most off the bench, and the 3 steals was the most off the bench. And he had 2 personal fouls and was a -11 and plus minus. And then you look at the team comparisons: 92 field goals for the Suns, they shot 43%. The Sixers shot 93 field goals, they shot 42%. 39 3 pointers, 41%. 34 threes, 32%. 20 free throws, 100% for the Suns. 27 for the Sixers. They made it at 78%. 49 rebounds from the Sixers, 42 from the Suns. 20 assists from the Sixers, 25 from the Suns. 19 turnovers for the Sixers, 22 from the Suns. And then also 12 steals from the Sixers, 5 from the Suns. 6 blocks from the Sixers, 2 from the Suns. 18 offensive rebounds from the Sixers, 15 from the Suns. 27 defensive rebounds for the Sixers. That was 27 defensive rebounds for the Suns, and then 31 for the Sixers, and then 22 personal fouls for the Sixers, 21 for the Suns. Good game. Uh, really, really good. Really tough for any team to lose. Like the Sixers lost, but it just shows you got to play all the way through. You really got to take the best shots you can. Can't really do too much. Can't overthink it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. And then, the Suns just found a way to just keep the attack balance. Let's drive. Let's kick. Let's hit our mid ranges. Let's get out in transition. Let's get every single opportunity that we can, even if it's, a shot where it may not be what the analytics might want, but it's the best shot for us. And it's the best play for us. And let's try to find a way to defend enough to make things hard as we can and difficult as we can and get them out of their comfort zone offensively. And I feel like the Suns was able to do that all season to a lot of teams. That's why they still have a good record. That's why they're above 500. That's why they're having a season that most people didn't think they can have. And Jalen Green missed so much of the season that you thought that that'd be another reason why their season would be terrible. But it ain't the case. They actually been good. And I think that they're going to be a lock at this point for the playoffs just because of the other teams at the bottom have too many problems and too many issues. And the Suns have not really had too much of that this season. And that's why I still like them, to continue to play well as the season continues, especially if they're healthy. Other than that, the Sixers, like I said, don't want to say too much. I don't want to be too repetitive. They got to figure it out, man. This team, sometimes you look at them and say, what are they really doing? What are they really trying to accomplish? They're limping and clumsy, limping, just falling before they can even get to the finish line. And then you don't even know they're going to be getting back up to play again. So it's just been a tough season for the Sixers fans looking at this roster and saying, yeah, we can get it done. And then 2 days later, what is we really doing against another team? So their record ain't that great. Their record ain't that amazing, but at least they got a playoff spot looking locked up for them too as we head into the halfway point of the season. But at the end of the day, this is what they knew that they was going to have to go through last year, and they still try to find a way to put the best team that they could together this year. But it's a little disappointing because you never really see it play enough and be together enough to even be able to enjoy what they have done this year, which is stay above 500. And Tyrese Maxey is the shining gem. He's the guy that really made the best out of it. BJ looks like a real good player too, and it's good to give him more minutes, more touches, more confidence is all he's going to get out of it. And hopefully he can be a better player for them even in the future. And it looks like he will be, especially if don't have any major injuries either. But that's all you can really get from the Sixers now is just hope. And hope can really turn into nothing sometimes. And they haven't even made a conference finals, and it looks like that's far out from being able to be accomplished because you just don't know, who's going to be there in the end. And that's a problem that you don't want to have in the playoffs, but it still might be a problem to where that may be why they don't win enough, even in the playoffs. But that's just what I feel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the video, and I'll see y'all later today with more analysis, hopefully.